Kind of a crazy topic. Give me a second to set it up. I'm having some device issues. I guess I could say my phone did not make the shift here with me. It couldn't handle the energy and it kind of burned out. But I have an epic feed that we're gonna do today. So if you're just logging on, share this content. I'm banned every day from both accounts I'm using. I'm lucky if I can stream at this point. So go ahead and share this out. I'm blocked. I'm trying now. I can't. Access denied. Let me see if I missed any that are my networks. I can only share in a couple of my little groups that I'm kind of vanquished to. Yeah, blocked. Sorry. Okay, go ahead and share this out. I have kind of a controversial topic. I figure since we're in the middle of a space storm and everyone's acting crazy again anyways, it's the best time to go through this. I put up an amazing astrology report on this page for you guys. As you guys know, I'm an astrologer and have been a while. We are in a space storm. We're in day number 2 of this crazy storm, and it's a combination of energies. The ones I'm interested in are galactic ones that are being sent from several places that are a gift to humanity at this time to help us upgrade and to help us with our ascension. A lot of you guys are feeling detox symptoms. Some of you guys are feeling ungrounded, stressed out, freaked out. This is where humanity starts to come unraveled on very timely cycles to me. I'm very adept with the energies. I can navigate through things. And it's amazing because I was downloading this report to give to you guys, right? And I see that it's all about action. That we're going to be shifting into these Mars energies. Unfortunately, they're very warlike for humanity, but they are ones of action. There is going to be a collision of sorts coming up, not just this week, but for humanity that we're gearing up towards. And it's amazing because, wow, my messages, I'm always a little too early, have been ones of action from the councils that I'm working for. I keep on just being repetitive about this, that there are too many starseeds here with no knowledge of what they're doing, too much confusion that is contributing to more and more problems. And we're putting out a galactic calling for these starseeds. I'm just going to get into my rant. Go ahead and share this. Let me give a few more people a minute to get on. Go ahead and share this. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I guess I'll do like a little ad now just so I can get more people on here. I want people to be hearing this message. Share this out. Share it repeatedly. Every share you get a chance to win a third eye activation. I give one away every video and I'll come find you if you win it. It's a pretty amazing way that you guys can help support a greater mission for humanity. You get good karma anytime that you're assisting on my mission too. So share this out. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I have a lot to cover. Like, I always have an overload of information and I'm just every day for humanity as this little messenger. So I have a lot to get out there today, and what I'm going to say probably will be controversial. A lot of you guys know that this is a spiritual journey. Not just for me, but for humanity. Maybe you're figuring out this is a spiritual process, one of alchemy that is to purify our souls. But we came to this place to assist. A lot of people are finding that they're depressed. I'm going to do a separate series of videos just on these topics. Maybe you struggled with addiction. Maybe you are addicted to drugs, alcohol, shitty behaviors, shitty relationships, whatever it is. We came here seeking something and we did not find fulfillment in the places that we were looking. You're never going to be happy with that American dream. That's why we're always striving for more. You get that house and you want a bigger one. You get that car and you want a new one. That's why we're always trying to work towards some illusionary state of happiness. All the time. I had a very good job. A lot of my life. I made very good money, but I was very depressed. Yeah, I was depressed. It was ultimately making me kind of sick. And it was not part of who I was. So there was a disconnect between my higher self and the job I had. And you're never going to be happy if you're not fulfilling your obligation to humanity during this time. It's too important. I keep telling you that I can see all of this stuff, what's going to happen, where we've been, the history of humanity, where we end up, and we're running out of time. I don't know if you guys are feeling an urgency to do this. Like it has to be done now. You should be. I guess it depends on how good of a receiver you are, though, as to how you're going to be picking up and processing the vibrations that are being sent out to you. So this is a very important time. There is a lot of confusion among this planet. Things I might not have even understood until very recently. A lot of you guys know acquiring a lot of information rapidly, but I haven't had time to integrate this stuff really. Like the things that I have seen, I was just explaining to my friend, I suck at English. Okay, I suck at putting the things that I'm shown and given to give to you guys into words at the moment. So I'm trying my best. Bear with me. But in my limited English vocabulary to explain the knowledge of myself and my mission and how it affects all of you, I'm going to try my best now, okay? A lot of you guys identify as starseeds. Maybe all of you. My bet would be that every person on this feed is a starseed, a light worker, or a healer in some capacity. That means that your soul originated from somewhere of galactic origins. Now, I am on this planet also doing scientific research. I'm doing a lot of auric research. You guys can see that from my study groups where my main focus is auras and the human body, energy, and the holographic reality that we live in. I tell this story like every day, but I'm getting a lot of new people to me. That's what I'm going to get into, hence the draw to me and why you guys are even on this feed right now listening to me. So we come from all different places. I've had to do a lot of extensive study in the Akashic with our bodies, our soul imprints, auras, all different types of topics. I'm doing a lot of scientific research here, like I said. So mainly I've done a lot of research on my own soul group that vibes around me all the time. I probably know more about you than I could ever put into words or translate for you. So most of our group comes from different places. We incarnated here as a 6-dimensional consciousness group. We will leave here with the people that make it and are still connected to that consciousness grid as a group. There are people that go off that grid every day and cannot hack this. This is very hard, but I'm going to explain a lot of the reasons why there is still so much confusion and disconnect with humanity. So you guys have originated from so many places. Like even my own soul group. If you look at every person's soul imprint, a lot of these galactic language imprints are very, very different coding, okay? Like I see Amelia on here. She is going to come from a very different place than maybe someone else with her coding. I've been very extensively in her cache and seen amazing things about her. So, this matrix has been hacked. I view this as a holographic reality. It is made more of codes, fractals, symbols, sacred geometry, light language codes, codes of all kinds. It's more like that. I look at it like a sophisticated computer program in actuality. So I tell you guys that I began to understand deeper things than I was doing. A lot of you guys know I'm the one who's going to be activating, attuning, and whatever through my site. I love my mission, but I began to encode myself with these activations that I do. That's how I learned how to do them. And I began to uncode myself, and I told you guys it was like opening a Pandora's box for me. I got through those layers of magic that are being used on humanity. Everyone is convinced that we have this awakening, that we come here, it's just a natural process, and you'll wake up when you're ready. That is not the case. We've had very deep level upon level upon level of black magic used on humanity. I was watching a TV show here, and it took me a second to catch it. It was so fast. I caught 2 instances of black magic encrypted in a television show I was watching, and it was very, very serious because they're eliciting your free will through these things. A lot through your television, but there's been layers used in the Matrix as well. I'm not sure at what point this Matrix was hijacked. I know that my group has not incarnated here for a while. But this entire reality has been hijacked beyond belief. Everything you're seeing, everything you're being shown is a distortion mainly. And the thing is that you've been hijacked. They tell you to go within. I just put an article up about this too on this page you guys can check out. They tell you to go within, and it's a fucked up joke. They think it's funny to tell you to go meditate. Yes, I meditate 20 minutes a day, and all my students do. I'm not saying don't meditate, but to go within, you can't. You've been data encrypted. Anything that you brought here, and you come here life after life, and you bring such places and portholes to other realities that you can escape to and manifest into the now. Anything that you brought with you, including the knowledge of who you are, has been hijacked and data encrypted. Why do you think you can't remember who you are? And everyone's going around every day telling me they're Pleiadian and whatever. I'm sorry, you're not a Blu-ray. You are not a Pleiadian. That is not the case. While you may have lived in many galactic places, and that may have been one of them, you did not originate from those places. And I think we need to get back to who we are clearly. Now, to the things I've been shown, the Starseeds have lost the ability to read their own soul imprints. They have lost the ability to read these galactic languages, I'm like crazy. Galactic languages, like on extreme levels. So we carry all of these galactic language imprints, and they vary, and there's so many different kinds. Like just in my soul group, probably everyone might have a different kind. We're not all from the same place, as you've been led to believe. This is a crazy group collaboration for humanity. The problem is that you've also been hacked in other ways. How many of you guys have been spiritually attacked before? Maybe you are not aware of it. I am on deep levels. It's just another day at the office for us, right? Just another day on Facebook at the office. How many of you guys have actually been spiritually attacked or energetically affected? If every person isn't saying yes, you're fucked on every level, because every person has. Every single person has been manipulated through their love lives, their relationship, their work on some level. Every single person that has definitely been, at least the Starseeds, have been hijacked. These spiritual attacks, they come at you and they take your information by force. Now this creates further problems. If you're going to go ahead and hack a computer by force, it will further data encrypt it. It will further lock you up. So these spiritual attacks are actually doing a lot more harm than we would ever be aware of. People think their energy is just being taken. No, your data was taken. And that very data that you hold and you cannot access is now being used against you on deep levels. That's why it's so easy to target anything you hold dear, or anything that you anything that you love on deep, deep levels. And so we're running into a huge problem. From the things that I was shown so that I could better understand what I'm doing here, okay? I just wanted more answers of what I could be doing to better assist humanity with the energetic knowing that I hold. I brought a lot of energetic knowledge with me clearly, and I feel that we could be doing more than the activations we're doing. So I went on a seeking. It lasted for months and took me, 12,000 miles around the world. And I was given what I asked for, the information, maybe a little too much. So to the best of my understanding, I do not hold a galactic imprint. A lot of you guys see me like that, but I do not. I do work just with the Starseeds, the light workers, and the healers. But to my understanding, I hold a original soul imprint language, which acts as a master translator program. My soul imprint is made of a light language, though. The problem is that this light language translator is very rare on this planet. To my understanding, this place is like kindergarten to me sometimes. Maybe some of the ones that still exist with these imprints would be learning in higher realms or other places. They would be too evolved to come to this planet to assist at this time, like no joke. So there are not a lot of people on this planet that hold those translator keys. This is the only original language translator key that can actually decode and recode the Starseeds, giving you access to who you are and what you brought here. It's very, very serious. So I'm drawing thousands of people a day to me. I have been since I started going on feeds since day one. Like I was just doing like an ascension diary, okay, on my page, on my personal page. And I had no friends that were into spiritual stuff. Trust me on that. I was on drugs when I woke up, and most of my friends were at that point in time. So I start this ascension diary from day one with me detoxing off of a lot of pharmaceuticals. Some of you guys remember. And immediately, overnight, I began to draw thousands of people to my feed. At least every day, I'm drawing a couple thousand people to me, sometimes new people too. And I wasn't understanding the draw and the relationship between why am I drawing these people to me, what could I be doing, what am I doing here, and how can I better be assisting humanity? These are some of the questions I'm wondering. So I'm still doing that. Now I have a much better understanding of my work and what I am here to do. My inbox is going crazy. Yes, I'm putting out a call for humanity. Do you think that I could handle all 365 million starseeds coming to my inbox? I doubt it. So we're going to have to keep that in mind when you guys are messaging me, that my messages are crazy on a daily basis. So people are coming to me, giving me their life stories now and things like that. If you guys need me one-on-one, the link is above. You guys can set up an Akashic reading. I would be happy to decode your past lives, your future probabilities, whatever it is. A lot of you guys are contracted to get energy work or get activated or attuned. The link is above. I'll just insert that in here now. But it is my understanding that humanity has very serious problems. And there are very few of these matrix hackers that are here. And the ones that are here, such as myself, are not having a good understanding of how to best assist. Because I came here with something hidden in my DNA that can help shut down the viruses in this matrix as well. I have not figured out how to insert that into the matrix or how to use that much. The magic used on me is just wearing off, like I said. And people can say, oh, I had an awakening. No, the MK Ultra used on you just wore off at some point. It wasn't an awakening. There was no creator that would put you to sleep to be tortured here life after life. I'm sorry. I know that you're buying into this. I taught the law of one till I just figured out the government put it out as a psyop, like everything you're reading around you online. Where do you think these spiritual notions came from? Everything that you're teaching and passing around in these spiritual communities is keeping humanity trapped. They wanted you awake and helping them. We're creating a new reality that's exactly the same as the old. You can hide in your houses, since I know you're empathic. You can keep hiding in your own little house and pretend it's a new world. But if you go outside into very real areas, you're going to see the same problems. Wars, hunger, famines. Are we really on that new earth? Are we really in the fifth dimension? Let's get real here. Let's get real for 1 minute. Because, seriously, look around. While I might have upgraded to a nicer house once in a while because my vibration's a little better, I doubt humanity is at a better place. So, I have a very much a disconnect between the communities that I love and that I help build. A lot of you guys know me from the very spiritual communities around here on Facebook. I'm very actively involved in our spiritual communities, to say the least. I use them as a space to gather the people I need to work with. And I use these groups to vibe in so that I can activate you guys and I can heal you guys behind the scenes. Any website work I do supports a greater mission for humanity that I do as a great hacker. So let's get real with the things we're taking into our consciousness. Where did they come from? Google, YouTube? Where are your spiritual philosophies and notions and understanding of the world coming from? Well, mine were coming from things I read on Google, the Law of One, YouTube videos. I woke up and went to Google like everyone else. There lies the problem. We know we live in a manifest reality, and anything that we're holding as a notion of real, we're going to create as a paradigm. Now, the second problem would be, I keep saying, your DNA is a projector to your reality. If you want to talk about the natures of reality, nothing is solid, and it's like a movie projector. And where's it coming from? Your DNA. It holds a blueprint for you. Well, I think it's no joke or no surprise that people should know your DNA has been hijacked through your foods, chemtrails, geoengineering, whatever it is. Vaccines. And you gave your free will and you chose that. The people that cry, a lot of the people we work with over the vaccine injured kids they have, you went and you got that vaccine and you believed their fear tactics. My friend just got a travel vaccine. They told her she had to. Well, they look at it like if you're stupid enough to get it, it's fair game. That's how the universe works. So people will cry about it and say, you know, I was violated. No, that's allowed here. If you understand the rules of the universe, you consented to that. You're consenting to everything that is happening to you by ignoring it and not saying no. So Amelia will love this. If we want to ignore human trafficking, if we want to go ahead and ignore the chemtrails, just as the spiritual philosophy, just as the spiritual communities are teaching you, then we are consenting to it on deep levels. So these spiritual communities will tell you that it's a manifest reality. Do not focus on the darkness. Only focus on the light. Ignore the darkness. Then we are consenting to it, and we will continue to allow it to happen. When we stand up and when we use our free will in an adept way and we start to say no, it's a game changer. If we say no, I do not, like every day I do, no, I am not consenting to breathing in chemtrails. That is a violation of my free will. On this planet, I at least should have free, fresh air. Then it's a game changer in my own reality. And the thing is, we think that we share this one reality. You think you're living on my reality. That's not the natures of reality. So until every person becomes conscious and aware and adept using our free will, things are not going to change really. Because what we see is a collaboration of consciousness. So I have my own little reality. Amelia has hers and everyone else does. And what we see and what we hate is a collaboration of everyone's. I'm just now learning how to use my free will in very adept ways. You guys see me tearing through soul contracts. Some of them are yours. I am contracted to every person in our consciousness group that incarnated here during this time. Hence your draw to me. It's a very large group that came here to assist this planet. I have taken on this role life after life as a healer. I look at it as a special role that I love. I hold such a love for our consciousness group. I doubt anyone could understand the love and the responsibility I feel for this group. We have people that are being targeted in our group. Maybe you're one of them. We have people that are dealing with insane spiritual attacks, usually the adept. If one person in our consciousness group is being targeted, we all are. People need to understand the interconnectedness. If I fail at my mission, humanity fails. If you're not stepping up to serve and obligate your contracts, we cannot do this. And everyone thought we had so much time. That's the problem. I can actually see what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. I can view the timelines, and you have to understand the natures of reality that based on each person's choice on a daily basis, everything is changing every second of the day. That's why I'm not into collective timelines or prophecy anymore. Everyone knows I'm the prophecy girl, right? I just spent 3 years doing end time news predictions. Everyone's spot on. I was predicting the weather, the hurricanes, anything. It's very easy to predict when you can predict the energies. So we have these disconnects between the reality we're seeing and the reality you're being led to believe you're living in. Amelia, I tagged you in a video this morning that someone showed me. And it was amazing because they're talking about the same shit I am. And everyone knows I refuse to read a book ever again or watch a video ever again. I will not take anything into my consciousness that is not my own anymore. When I have free time, I work or meditate. I just won't do it. So I was shown this video, and it was everything I'm talking about. And I loved how this guy says we live in a fairy tale world. Like, oh my God, yeah, your kids believe in the tooth fairy, and you have to tell them it's not real after a while. They will believe in Santa Claus, and you have to tell them it's not real, and they can't understand it for a minute. That's what's happening to the adults. You're living in a fairy tale if you think you'll ever achieve happiness through the American dream paradigm. You know that with their paradigm, you'll be broke, sick, suffering, and limited your entire existence. Let's get real. That's a fairy tale reality. Where you buy shit so other people like you. Where you're putting more value on your shit than the people around you. You care more about your money than humanity. I'm sorry, it's true. You care more about yourself at this point than humanity. Because until every person can set aside what they want for the good of all, nothing will change. I had to do that, but not everyone's at that place. Trust me on that. I've had to prove myself again and again on my journey, and I doubt anyone will understand how hard the choices are that I make on a daily basis for the good of our group. Unfortunately, any person that I've done fortunately and unfortunately, any person I've ever healed or done energy work on is going to feel my energy more than the average person, let's just say. If I have a bad day, Amelia's going to feel it because I've done a lot of energy work on her. So it's very important that I keep my energy at a certain place because of the influence that I hold on these grids. That will make me targeted a lot more than most. For energetic attacks. Because if you come attack me, you can influence our entire group through me. Through my energy, I can influence our entire consciousness group. So I'm very adept in these attacks, the way they seek to divide us. I'm going to just keep continuing my rant. Amelia wanted me to do a video on this real quick, so I will. They come into our movements. They come into your life. They make friends with your family, your friends. They might even try to date you and fuck you. Then they will seek to disrupt and divide and destroy you. I don't know how many people have felt like that about a relationship before. You offer them love, they try to destroy on whatever level it is. It doesn't matter because when they hacked you, they know what you want. They know if you want love. Me and Amelia want love, so they try to target our love lives. That's what we want. They know what you want at the core of you. They know where you're from. They can view everything about you. So it's very easy to target you when they know everything about you and you know nothing about yourself. That's why we don't remember each other. People are having this disconnect with who I am. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that come try to merge me. Like, oh, you must be a soulmate. I'm in love with you. People have this disconnect, not remembering who we are. So, we have major problems that I doubt people are even aware of at this time, because I believe every person incarnate on this planet is a starseed, or came to assist in some form. Maybe we have different origins, but I would say 97% of people on this planet are starseeds with little memory of who they are, and it's not people's fault. There were layers of magic used. The people that you view as asleep in your life came to assist you and to assist humanity. The people that were torturing you, attacking you, are just people with a lower frequency that could be spiritually taken over. We have to have compassion and discernment with these things. We have to understand the things that are happening on larger scales to humanity. So, I seek to heal humanity. In my perfect reality, everyone would just be healthy and happy. We're being infiltrated with cancer, diseases, viruses. You know that I am one of the few that, like I said, hold an immune key. Well, the elite have hijacked that key. They have taken that key and they've turned it into a weapon against humanity, starting with AIDS and all the viruses that have been unleashed ever since. These viruses are all man-made. Any flu, whatever it is, they're being infiltrated on us. And I'm telling you, we're going to see worse and worse disease and sicknesses infiltrating us to try to control us. So in my perfect reality, we could shut down these viruses with these same keys that the elite are using to spread them through the chemtrails and the very air that we're breathing. So I just know that we could do more with the things that we hold, but there's a disconnect. Like I said, it took me a minute to get past those veils of magic. I seek to infiltrate the grid. I'm trying to explain to the people in the United Kingdom who seem very open-minded politically. They sound like Alex Jones over here, right? So they seem kind of awake, but if I talk about the very consciousness grid that they're talking about, they're not understanding. There's like, I don't know if I believe that. They're talking about, okay, I believe in reincarnation. I don't believe in a consciousness grid. I don't believe in the ley lines. Okay, well, they're all talking, I'm going to get the name wrong, about like Tommy Robbins or whatever here. I forget the name, I'm unplugged. And you don't understand that any political drama, false flag shooting, 9/11 was the hugest one. Those are, let me choose a good word. Those are hacks on our consciousness grid. any type of fear being put out like that, those false flag shootings, all these events, whatever it is, those are hacks on the very consciousness grid that we seek to strengthen and light up. So like I said, this matrix has been hacked for eons. These are like little kid games to them. Like, it's just like kindergarten to them. Oh, let's just put out a 9/11. Oh, let's just go bomb this country. Oh, let's go do this. Like another day at the office. Just while we are fighting for the light, there are those seeking to destroy everything we're doing on a daily basis. And they have a lot more knowledge, and they have a lot more organization than we do. On some levels, I'm going to seek to assemble the starseeds around me. I'm putting out powerful vibrations, or let me say powerful vibrations are being put out through me on galactic levels. We're going to put out a calling for action, and I'm going to take a part in those active contracts that I hold that are not being fulfilled. I see you on a daily basis. I see the people busting their ass every day. I worked 14 hours yesterday. And I still didn't get all my stuff done. I worked 14 hours. From the second I woke up, I worked till the second I went to bed. I maybe had like a couple 5-minute breaks, maybe a 15-minute break if you know me. And I'm going to be working straight until Thursday. Like straight, the entire storm. 24/7 until Thursday, and then I'll get a week off. But I'm going to be working like so hard. And the reason why is because there's people that are not assisting, and we're having to do their jobs. And the thing is that everyone came here with like some type of magic, and I can't do the same things as you. I don't have the same abilities as you. So it's not working as much as we're trying, right? If Amelia wasn't here, I wouldn't hold the same imprints as her. I can't do the same things as her. I don't have the same abilities. It wouldn't work. So me and Amelia are busting our ass every day, working 20-hour days, and there's starseeds looking back and laughing at my feed. Yesterday someone laughed at this. I told them that I'm going to pull you guys for non-compliance, and you better be listening. Those words better be ringing in your ears. I should be stopping reality with these messages. Like, no joke. Like, this stops my world. Everything here has stopped to a standstill. That's how serious this is. And people are laughing like it's a joke. Like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Cute, I'll go back to my job now and my reality, and I'll continue to destroy the planet. I'm going to repeat back the same thing I told you yesterday. Do you know why you get deja vu? Do you know why there's a familiarity with this? You've seen and played out this entire life a million times. Not any other one. This life, in the now, we've come back to try to change a million fucking times. Unsuccessfully every time. We destroyed ourselves and the entire planet with technology and artificial intelligence in a basic way, the way I see it. We destroyed ourselves with war and the very cycles we're still in. We started these cycles long before Egypt. We started these wars. We liked the power. We liked the control. And now that people are being tortured by their governments, it kind of sucks on the bottom end. We came here and we've been paying repeatedly through these karmic cycles, and it's time that enough is enough. And the thing is, we can't do this. We thought we could. Like, a month ago, I would have told you we could, and we'd be fine, and we're doing an amazing job, and I would have been, pumping your ego full of bullshit like everyone else in the spiritual community is, telling you how amazing it's going. No. We are at a very real risk of being destroyed once again and having to come back here. I'm sick of this place. I'm sick of these plans. I get lured back here with promises of love to keep me working here. I evolved past these densities. I already graduated these realms. I had been done on this planet for a long time. I did agree to come back and assist, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not coming back to this planet again. Like, there's no way. Like, I would not fulfill my contracts here, and I'm sure I would be asked to, but I would not do it. There are other places that I continued on to learn after this. So, someone comes to me this morning and says, because I put out a message, and I'm obviously infiltrating the light workers with my messages. So it's amazing to me. I'll talk about something and I'll see videos being put out and articles on the same topics. So some girl found a video being put out on what I've been talking about all week. I am talking about a singular timeline merge point for humanity. While you guys can delude yourself that we're in the 5th dimension and we're on a new earth and the old's just going to crumble. No, you're on the same timeline. You woke up And you did shift. You've shifted one timeline. You went from a third dimensional timeline to a fourth dimensional one, but it was even worse. You have one probability. You have one outcome. That's it. With any of the choices that you're making. You guys think you have infinite choices? Well, then why aren't you getting those dream jobs, those dream cars? Why aren't you manifesting so easily, if that's the case? Where's your infinite probabilities? How are they working out? Tell me what you're creating. It pretty much is the same, right? It's a little different, trust me. They wanted you awake. They want you to adopt these spiritual philosophies. They did create a new world for you. It's worse than a prison. It's worse. You'd be better off in the third dimension with your spiritual knowing. Just trust me on that. Because in the fourth dimensional prison they put you in, they can influence you in the astral. And they take your memories. You're not remembering it. Any of the dreams you're remembering, there's like a 75% chance you're being implanted in their fake. Like any of the memories, you notice how you never remember anything when you're sleeping usually? Like, let's get real. And then once in a while, you'll remember these amazing, vivid dreams. They're implants to influence your reality furtherly. There is deep manipulation going on beyond belief. So they put you in this prison and then you're food in the astral. You're not noticing it because we have much better energy now. We should be infinite energy sources at some point. Better food, right? The people in 3D are draining. They have no energy. The people that are awake have amazing spiritual energy. Imagine the light workers. So all the light workers are stuck on this fourth dimensional prison system program, and they're just going around like, you know, with this ego programming. I'm awake. Let me wake everyone up. Really? How awake are you? Where did you come from? Who are you? Yeah, don't parrot back some bullshit someone told you in a reading or read online. Do you remember? Can you see it yourself? At some point, we have to access who we are by remembering it. So I know everyone really thinks that we're awake and that we can go wake people up. And they're teaching all the shit that's the problem. People get so mad. I have to keep saying it. And you guys will get this eventually. You will. You will come to these understandings. And people are not liking it. My own friends hate me on a daily basis. And I'm going to keep saying it. I have to. Like, if you're getting upset with my messages, understand and take them up galactically. I've been channeling the same sources since day one. So it's very important that we understand that the very philosophies that you're sharing are keeping humanity trapped on deep levels. Like, on very, very deep levels. I still have a disconnect with myself as to how to articulate the knowledge that I hold. I was lately gifted with a flash drive of sorts of information. And while I saw it being downloaded and could understand it, I mainly obviously received it in fractals, sacred geometry, symbols, light languages, galactic codes, frequencies, vibrations, whatever you want to call it, because I did see it actually being downloaded into my consciousness. Like, it was like a 4-hour meditation on Mount Shasta. I also had to be kind of induced to receive it. It was very powerful for me. It was everything that I seek to gain to access this matrix on a holographic level. I started to have understanding that we could hack this matrix back. I've been hacking that grid for a while. I told the people here that the reason why I'm here, and the reason why I went to California, the reason why long before that I was in South America, living in Egypt, living in Israel, all over the world, on my own personal spiritual journey, was to have a good understanding of these ley lines and the different energies that exist within each location. Everyone thinks we're having these wars over oil or Jerusalem, the Holy Land. These are grid line points. If you look at maps of them, you'll see most of Russia and the US government has bases in these points. In the most fucked up places like Guam. I have no idea where else. Antarctica. Why the fuck will you have a base where the ice is melting? And what else is there? Let's think about this. It is a hacking or hijacking of these grid points that can control the energy with negative vortex points. I also had to go look at the natural, positive, and negative vortex points in California. We have a lot of negative natural ones, such as the mountains there. So that I could understand these energetic points. You guys aren't understanding that you're part of that consciousness grid now, hopefully. I can feel when people go off the grid, but hopefully we're all tuned in and connected to that grid. And not everyone is. I look at it like just the light workers who are at a good place energetically would be connected to that grid. I know light workers that go off that grid daily. I feel it. When one of my students went off the grid 2 days ago, I knew it before them. I will feel it in an instant when someone goes off that grid that I am connected to or working with. So most of you guys should be connected to that grid and lighting it up. We're feeling a need to just wake up and keep our vibe as high as possible. And we're connected to that grid. So how I can hack that grid is I can go ahead and hack your energy. This is a little hack I'm telling you guys with my feeds. I can hack my own energy, raise my vibrational frequency as high as I can, and I can go ahead and I can come on feed and it's going to bring you up to my level, and I'm hacking the grid in an over-the-top way. Like, it's the best way I know how, is to heal and infiltrate the light workers in a crazy kind of way. So if I can heal Amelia, she's going to heal thousands of people that are connected to her. Any person she's ever learned with in her life, she's affected. Every choice she's ever made since day one of her life has affected people. And like, they even tell you, when you come here, the second you get consciousness, you're responsible for your free will actions. That's a very young age. We've had a lot of people being influenced by our actions since we were like 2 years old, 3 years old, they say. That's when you become liable for your own free will. So you have in your own personal life, the light workers that are tuning into me, because you were all contracted to be learning this lesson from me right now, for whatever reason. Before you came to this life, you contracted for every single experience in your life, as random as they may seem. It's like classes in school. So all the experiences you hated and loved, we mapped out and agreed on, including the mundane little store trip to the supermarket, what you're going to do with your kids. You think that you have these free will reigns over what's going to happen to you and what you're going to create. Well, we planned out every encounter. So if you stray from your life plan, it wouldn't happen. The universe is magical like that. So we contracted even for the mundane. This is a synchronicity. This is not a coincidence. Until we can realize the interconnectedness of our actions, we're fucked as a human race. So Amelia, whether good or bad, was influencing at least, I just will say 1,000, but let's get real how many people we've interacted with in this matrix. How many people have you learned with? How many people have you met throughout your entire life? So in healing Amelia, she will heal every person that's connected to her. I look at it like a tree, like we're like the top branches and there's a whole shitload coming off of us. So if I can go ahead and heal Amelia, she'll heal 1,000 people connected to her. I heal Brittany. She's going to heal 1,000 people connected to her. I feel that we have better influence in trying to affect the light workers, the starseeds, and the healers than going out and trying to influence humanity, which is fake anyway, in a hologram. Most of humanity is fake. Like I said, it's a computer program. It's been hijacked. A lot of what you're seeing is fake. There should be a disconnect between what you see in your everyday life and what you're seeing on the media. You guys watch the news? I used to. I love it, right? Maybe I'll do some end time news here, I'm thinking again. But I watch my real news sources, and there's a disconnect. I'm not seeing war here. I'm not seeing any of that. I'm not seeing war. I'm not seeing bombs. I'm not seeing Trump outside. I'm not seeing any of that in my reality, are you? No, but we're taking it into our reality and creating it. So it's very important to understand most of what you're seeing is an illusion. And for me, we can have the best influence by influencing the real, the people in our lives. You're not going to heal the people around you. I'm training the next wave of healers. I'm attuning and activating the next wave of healers. That is all of you guys. You're not going to go heal your mother or your sister or your kid. You're going to heal yourself and they magically heal. It's like a mirror. My hair sucks today, right? My hair sucks today. If I'm looking in the mirror, we'll pretend the camera's the mirror, and I go try to fix the mirror, how good is that going to work to fix my hair? If I go try to change the mirror reflection, how good is that going to work? Not at all. So you guys are trying to fix the people around you, to heal your relationships, heal your family members. It will never work. Go inward. You heal yourself, and everyone in your life changes and heals. It was amazing how when I healed myself, all the people that were assholes to me suddenly were healed and amazing to me. So I do have a lot of understanding with this. You're the healers. You can't heal. I'm sorry, you can't heal. You will harm people until you heal yourself. That's the biggest mistake I see people making. People are attempting to heal and they have not healed themselves. You will harm humanity that way. So we have been harming people our entire lives because we came here as healers. I would try to assist. I would try to help people. And I was creating very negative ripple effects a lot of my life here, being unconscious and unaware of what I was doing by trying to assist asleep. We need to stop trying to heal others right now and focus on ourselves until you are healed. It took me 3 years of nothing but working every day, doing inner work, doing meditation, detoxing, and it took me 3 years to activate all of my DNA and repair it. An entire 3 years of activations and energy work to get me at a place where I was even ready to heal humanity. I had to do all the same activations and attunements you guys are going to have to do. That is your draw to me. You're seeking to be unlocked. I hold the key, and everyone will tell you they're a gatekeeper or guardian, whatever bullshit I got taught too. Yeah, Sparks told me that too. Yeah, he only knew that because he hacked me. Like from day one. Like, oh, I thought it was telepathy in a twin flame relationship. No, I was being hacked from day one. Anything I held dear was being taken from me and used against me. And I thought it was love. So there are many that will tell you that they hold those keys. But I have only seen maybe one other around me, and they're 7 years old, Trisha's kid. And he's very rare with his soul imprint. So there are many that will tell you they do this. Use your discernment now in these communities. You have this internal compass. It is shocking to me how people will just believe anything at face value. If you look at the times I was attacked, like one time, it was supposed to be my best friend. Everyone probably remembers this. They put the most ridiculous post about me on their wall. And half of my followers just believed it with no questions asked, although it sounded nothing like me, right? It was nothing like me. But I was shocked at how third eye blind everyone is and how they would just instantly believe it, no questions asked. The awake. People, these are the light workers. People are doing the same in the spiritual communities. Oh, it resonates. It resonates. It's true. On Pleiadian. Anything spiritual should resonate. And be careful. The spiritual is complex. There's good and bad that's spiritual around you. I don't even want to refer people to my group New Earth United anymore. I'm referring them to my weed group or my Reiki group because of the philosophies being passed around there. I am not sure how to deal with it or articulate it. As you guys know, don't get upset with me. I've been working through my integration, what I'm getting from day one on camera. It's going to take me more time. You guys have been seeing me try to process all of this information overload from day one. The most dangerous spiritual philosophy will be the twin flame one. Clearly, I have more understanding in those systems than anyone. Clearly, if you saw my path. It's the most dangerous philosophy that will keep you seeking unfulfilled. And it will keep you trapped in a reptilian prison program when you find it. Anyone who says they're with their twin flame is automatically full of shit in my world. These are dangerous philosophies. Avoid any of the people that are trying to sell you on that concept. I'll get into the real kind of love templates that are being held from humanity. Why do you think they tell you with the twin flame relationships, all I heard was it's unconditional love. Love this person unconditionally. Why would I have to love them unconditionally? Because they treated me like shit? Why would we have such a need for this unconditional love? Wouldn't you just love someone and not have to work at it? They tell you it's a mirror and you're going to have to do so much work and it's going to be awful with your twin flame and it's going to be a really rough time and the worst relationship you ever had. It's going to be so hard, but so amazing. That's total bullshit. Your soul knows the truth. So you can delude yourself into thinking you're with your twin flame, but your soul knows on a deep level. You might not remember shit. Your soul knows. That's why it's hard. It's trying to get away. I should have ran from day one. I ran and they're like, no, you have issues. This is what I got told. Even my brother told me this. You have issues. You need to stay through and work it out and blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're meant to run from this shit. Your soul knows. Why do you think there's that impulse to run? They say there's the runner. These are relationships that were awful in past lives. The relationships that you guys are holding on to and working through were ones that were awful lessons for us. And we might not remember. And they love to keep us trapped in these relationships. They know. They know it takes our power. So why not keep us trapped through love? Why do you think humanity has so many love distortions right now? Like love. People have a very real fear of love. You came here with a fear of love. You might not understand it, but you came here with a very real fear of love because you were targeted beyond belief in past lives through your love. So we hold this like unconscious fear of it. And these are the reasons why. So I'm going to tell people, because I have a lot of new people joining me. I've been putting out crazy vibrations. Use your discernment with these readers and these people that are going to heal you, because most of them are not healed themselves. I can tell you this. I work with these healers on a daily basis. I work with these readers, these light workers, these starseeds. It's what I do. So use your discernment with these philosophies that are being passed along. I'm all about oneness. Yes, we are one. But there's a very real spiritual hierarchy, so there's a disconnect with that, because we're all equal, right? Well, then why am I able to work very hard to move up that spiritual hierarchy? If we're all at an equal place, why is there a very real spiritual hierarchy that most people are not aware of that's going to be implemented on a planetary level that even the elite aren't going to be able to ignore soon? They're becoming aware of it as well. There are rules of the universe and there are councils that govern this universe. So I get that we're all one. Yes, we come from one source. I am not you another life, like I was teaching. You are not me. I am unique in where I come from. We come from one source and we should feel connected as one. But these teachings are dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It's very important that we see a discernment in the things that are being taught. I'm getting back to the things I've seen. How come when I'm in the Akashic, while I saw Egypt and while I've seen Lemuria, I didn't even see Atlantis? How come I don't see it in the Akashic? How come I've spent hours, days, weeks, anytime I want? I was trying to explain to my boyfriend that I have a hard time staying on Earth. I have a hard time staying in these realms. I'd rather go play in the astral or the Akashic all day long than being here working like a slave, in all honesty. How come I've yet to see that place? How come everything is about Atlantis, including everything I was teaching? What I did see, and I have a hard time putting this stuff into words, was these beautiful galactic places that we lived in, that we originated in, all different places. They look like Aladdin cities, some of them. Like some places were like completely gold, some places were completely blue, the most gorgeous, beautiful places. I've seen the history of humanity, and our lives were not carried out in these realms. They can tell you that you've been stuck on this prison planet for infinity, but that's not the case. We manifested lives in many realms, many dimensions, and many places. This is not a planet like we think. It's a realm that we create with our mind. And humanity spent a lot of this cycle in darkness. We manifested places of hell and darkness, basically, in a basic way. How many of you guys remember, sorry, I'm ranting today, I remember your home life. How was that? Mine was atrocious. That's just a glimpse at your own past. That's a mirror into yourself and your past lives. Nothing can happen to you that you have not done to another. It doesn't work like that. So when you're playing the victim, it makes your situation so much worse. So much worse. You're going to play the victim over your parents? Well, you tortured someone like that. I think it's time that we heal and move on. Trust me, it just makes your own situation a million times worse if you play the victim, because then you're pointing yourself out as the villain more and more. It is time we heal these things, like on a very real note. So we spent these places in darkness. I had to, maybe just because of the abilities that I have, I had to spend a few weeks on assignment with my healing job that I do in our past places that we spent on timelines on Earth. I was in these very real places healing things for our soul group karmically so that we can progress forward. It was very intense, to say the least, to see the places that we lived as a group, to view our history. I have such a in-depth understanding of humanity and how complex it is. I was one of the ones that'll tell you, kill your ego, whatever. Get rid of your ego. Doesn't work like that. If you have these places or things that are dark to you, you're going to hold those forever. Not just from this life. We've had such experiences that have shaped who we are, life after life, good and bad, that we're permanently imprinted from these things. People tell me because I'm like, just the way I am. I'm sorry, you have to heal. No, I am healed. That is me. I don't think you understand the vastness of humanity or your own Akashic if you don't understand yourself completely. So while I spent a lot of time in dark places to heal things for us, I was very relieved when I was informed that I was done and that I could now focus on the future of humanity and places of light that we're going to end up. We have PTSD. Every one of you has PTSD. I'm going to go ahead, my next article, and I'm going to go print a little list of symptoms. I'm not sure what they are. I was even diagnosed with PTSD as a kid. I don't know, maybe you were diagnosed, maybe you weren't, but you have it. On some level, whether it's just mild anxiety, depression, fear of something. And the reason why that is because you had it in your DNA. Normally, every other life, it would be inactive, but our DNA has been hijacked. Those strands have been activated and turned on, and the ones that you need for your ascension have been locked down. So we're all suffering from some form of PTSD on some level, and it's being brought out through that consciousness grid being attacked. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're feeling that grid daily. How lit up that grid is going to affect your mood and how happy you are. If that grid is overly down, you're going to feel like shit. Like you're not going to be able to help it. So your moods are being influenced through this very grid in a very, very real kind of way. It's very important that we're aware of that's the real reason we can't remember who we are and where we're coming from. It's not that we're not meant to have those memories. That is not the natural process. We come here with all of our past life memories usually, knowledge of who we are, and knowledge of the things that we brought. I would say this is one of the first times that we cannot access who we are, our dreams, our memories, and things like that. I guess as technology is rising, so is the ability to use it against us. But I'm going to tell you that this trip is for the adept. As a teacher, I can see these lessons a lot clearer than some of my students. I just had my student tell me they didn't learn shit from being in California at Ground Zero with me when they went home. Well, I learned a lot from being around them, and I won't do that again either. Okay, so that's amazing. They went off the grid permanently. You're being tested. You're not going to just come elevate and go to this other place or this other dimension to live if you're not service of others and if you're not obligating your contract to assist humanity. So a lot of people are talking about how they're on the new Earth, but they're not even on their missions. I'm sorry, you have to obligate your service call here before you can progress. A lot of you guys are roadblocked, not even understanding your role with me. A lot of you guys, your next contract is with me. On very real levels. That's why I'm pulling those and putting everyone into non-compliance slowly through our councils. And someone laughed at me. I've been put in non-compliance twice. Let me tell you about that real quick before I do cards. On very real levels. I did it on purpose, though, as an adept move, which is never advisable. Sorry. If you know me, I'm making adept moves all the time. I was in California. I got really fucked over by my friends, and I was at a hotel really screwed, okay, before I came here. So I had to pull some adept moves. In putting myself in non-compliance, I was pulled in front of these same councils. I was not yet a council member at that point in time, though. Remember that. I was pulled in front of those councils. And I had to do it on purpose so that I had a chance to go in front of them and renegotiate my contracts real fast. I had to. It was scary as fuck. You're going to go in front of a panel of galactic representatives, and it was intense to say the least. And if you're not here doing your mission and you're in non-compliance at this time, you're seen as part of the problem. You're no different than the elite. You're taking up space and harming humanity by not doing what you're supposed to. So I'm going to tell you, I did that twice. I haven't been let off Facebook ban since then. In refusing to do my mission, like I just refused to work. Like I usually walk a fine line between non-compliance and doing my mission anyway on a regular basis. But I don't usually push it that far. Let's just put it that way. Because I'm more consciously aware of these things than most. So I'm going to tell you, for the people that think that is a joke, those words non-compliance are very serious. Now, since I hold an ownership in these contracts, and I am a council member, I told you guys I got attacked publicly. I don't want to put my life out there. I don't want to do this same position anymore. So I was removed. Like, I was very fast removed. If I'm unhappy, I usually have a lot of pull with what I'm doing because I work very hard and I am on my mission. And I've been assisting every day, all the time. All I do is work for humanity. So, on a very real note, these are very serious contracts, and I hold a name on the ones with anyone that's meant to be watching my feed, healing, whatever it is. You're all contracted to me. If you are not on your mission, me and my councils are going to be pulling those contracts, and we will take you in front of these councils to renegotiate them. And I told you guys yesterday, that's why you guys have kids and families and things you love here. That's why your lives were planned out in this regard, so that if you're not doing your mission, it will come down to this. Well, you can leave this planet and your kids, and you do that through death. Your kids will lose their mom or their dad. Your family will be upset. What do you want to do? And when you're in non-compliance, because you'll get cited for it, it's a very serious citation. Like, you basically get put on a galactic probation. It's very serious. Like, I'm just getting out of my non-compliance trouble from 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I pulled my non-compliances, and I've yet to be unbanned on Facebook. So, my Facebook bans had a lot to do with those non-compliances, I assure you. You guys will remember I got 2 30-day Facebook bans back to back. They coincide exactly with my own non-compliance moves in a crazy kind of way. So, you will be removed from these missions. I would kind of step up now. I told you guys you have a choice. You can come assist my mission as a teacher. I have a lot of students assisting my mission and working for free karma. That's how I leveled up the spiritual hierarchy, working on these groups. My boyfriend was like, do you get anything for working for these groups? Yes. I said yes. I used my knowledge of the universe and my knowing to level up in that spiritual hierarchy by simply working for my friends' groups that I love. So I leveled up that way in crazy kind of ways, and a lot of people are. You can either come assist my mission, or you can get on your own. And you'll find if you come to me, because you're going to in my inbox, eventually you have to, you're contracted. And I wouldn't wait too long, because I get real annoyed with these things. So people are starting to message me like, how can I help? I got this. I'm worried about your mission and your role here. I'm cool. I'm great. I'm doing amazing. Oh my God, I'm having coffee. I'm doing my video. I'm going to get off of here. If you bought an Akashic reading, I'm going to be getting back to you within the next 48 hours. I'm going to go crush my site and do my healing work. I'm doing amazing. I've been on my mission for years now. All over the world with it. Healing the light workers is great. What about yours? We're concerned about your mission, not mine. So I want you guys to understand the seriousness of this. The real seriousness of this. You guys came from galactic places, like I said, and they have different governments there. They have different ways of governing. You took on a contract through these same councils that I work for. And they're holding these real serious that we're going to run out of time and destroy humanity. Not going to happen. You guys can either leave or get with it. Like, that's a serious choice. So you're seeing people die. You're seeing people die off of this planet in crazy numbers right now. A lot of the people on drugs are going to die because they're not able to heal. These are the healers. They're not able to heal until they can heal themselves, and we're running out of time, so pretty much everyone on drugs is just going to die off the planet. If you're not at a space energetically where you can fulfill your contract, you will go home, but you will end up having to repeat this cycle, which is 75,000 years on another planet. I've remote viewed this planet. It's already set up, and it looks like hell to me. Everyone is service to self. Think about how you started out this life with very service to self people. That was the end of this cycle. That was the last lifetime of that 75,000 year cycle. So imagine starting the cycle over from the beginning. It would be all those dark places I'm talking about that look like hell, realms manifested again. It's a very long time with a lot of lives. We have a lot at stake here. So I guess now is the time that you guys have a decision to make with what you're doing in your everyday lives. But since you guys contracted to watch this video, you can't say that you were not informed on every level. You can't say that you didn't get this message. You can't say that you're not understanding these things. And that's exactly why I'm coming to you as a representative. And that's exactly what we will remind you of later when you are counseled. Anyone who is choosing to not fulfill their contracts. Tammy Christensen, wisdom. Amazing. You're here for something I cannot give you with my words. While I can put out a call for action and a call for response, I cannot give to you the things I hold in the English language, hence the reason it's being used. It is limiting us. It is limiting our ability to communicate on crazy levels. Our language is being more and more broken down. You're seeing people use Twitter and talk about twerking. Twerk is in the dictionary. Our language is just on purpose. They talked about it in some old philosophies, how it was part of the agenda to just break down our language. They keep us so separated that I've been in the UK a week and I can't even tell time here. I can't tell any of their measurements. I just had to get a calculator to be converting money all day long. They keep us separated as nations. They keep us separated through our languages. But how I can do it is I can transfer knowledge energetically to you. I can send you downloads. I can send you activations, attunements, things that will activate your DNA and unlock you, like I said. Share this video for a third eye activation. I'm going to go ahead and do this rant because I'm going to say the B word, right? Some bitch wrote on my video that you can't activate your third eye, go open it yourself. I would hope everyone has their third eye open at this point. Are you kidding me? If you're not, go detox with chlorella, but your third eye is going to continually expand. It's not a one-stop shop like spirituality with the awakening. Oh, my third eye is open. Amazing. I would hope it is at this point. But your third eye will keep expanding just like your energy field and just like every chakra. So I'm continually activating mine. I've had 2 third eye activations in 1 week. I am continually activating myself. I'm continually doing this energetic work. I'm trying to tell you guys that when we do make this timeline jump, you lose everything that you have, even your clothes. People aren't getting it. They're just collecting crystals and happy in their false 5D reality they're creating in a reptilian land. Seriously, you're going to lose everything. You're going to walk away from this realm with nothing but yourself and your energy. So while you're still collecting more and more shit, right? Spiritual books, crystals, whatever it is, the spiritual shit. You're going to walk away. And like I said, there's a countdown that is a little too real for humanity. Not everyone is going to make this shift. It is not a shift to buy a new car, to buy a new house, or get a new job like they're teaching you. People say, oh, I made a major shift. I got a new house. That's bullshit. We have yet to make these shifts. I was trying to explain that I really shifted into a parallel timeline. And even with my limited experience, it took me months of training in California to prepare for it. And it was the most intense thing that I've ever been through energetically. And you guys know my energy's on point. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. All I'm doing is taking care of myself energetically so I can do my mission here. Someone was asking why I don't drink. I said I would, but I wouldn't be able to work the next day. And I have to be able to work all the time. So I don't really care if other people want to lower their frequency, whatever it is. I have to be very careful with the foods I'm eating, what I'm putting in my body, so that I am always here 24/7 on call for the people that need me. Albatross Henry. How about people are like, and then the thing is, you guys just better stop eating meat right now. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. I leveled up the second I stopped eating meat. I thought it was real great. I had a violet aura. How come overnight I leveled up to rainbow when I stopped eating meat? Overnight. And I wasn't even eating a lot of it. At that point, I was down to fish and chicken probably, or, almost done with it. How come overnight my entire energy field changed? Because your food's being targeted. I'm just going to tell you, if you want to get to this place to make this shift, you're not going to be able to be eating meat when the time is here. I can't put a time stamp on these timelines as I view them. Like I said, they're always changing. I can't, and they're moving up rapidly daily. That's my problem, that I'm freaking out on an internal level, but you guys should be too. So I'm seeing them, and they're moving up like in crazy levels, where if we had 10 years, we probably are down to 5 now, and they're just moving rapidly. Like, they're clearly being manipulated because there's more technology and understanding than we have of these things. I'm just learning how to pick the better timelines because I just got infinite possibilities. You guys can think you have, then I hope you're viewing your timelines and your choices all day long, because now it's a little too insane. I have too many choices on a daily basis. It's kind of crazy to get used to. So understand, until we make these real shifts out of that reality off the planet you're living on, not a lot is going to change for you. You guys can keep deluding yourself with these ego traps, but like, what's changing? Your house? Albatross Henry, amazing. You're going to be successful in anything you're doing because you're on your mission. A lot of you guys might not even know what your mission is. I tell you guys this story. I have built-in scanning you wouldn't believe. I was watching a TV show last night that had black magic in it, and it just got turned on instantly. My third eye lit up on my scan. I have built-in galactic scanning. If I'm talking to you or dealing with you and you have a blocked chakra or some type of health problem, it will light up my scan. I don't have time to go around scanning everyone, but if you get any type of energy work from me, I'm going to do a thorough 2-hour scan on you. I'm going to scan your entire body, your energy fields, and everything to do with you. So I have this kind of crazy built-in scanning. My personal job is, if I scan you, you're being uploaded into our galactic database. Every person around me that I have personally scanned, this is part of my role, has been uploaded and put into a database, so that you can be healed, better assisted, and things like that. So that's my own personal mission. I was going around scanning people and not understanding that. A lot of you guys are on your missions and you're not even understanding you're doing them. Albatross is one of them. And it's pretty amazing. You're doing really good though. You guys should be proud that you found me. I know that I'm getting thousands of views on my videos a day, and you think that everyone is seeing them in 3D and they're all over Facebook because they're all over my feed. But that's not the case. These feeds are very much protected, and only the light workers are going to be able to sit through this broadcast, I assure you. Anyone who has no sight is going to just flip it off or not see it. So we think that everyone can just access that, but it's not the case. So just know that if you're even here watching this, you guys are doing amazing. Like, just to be led to this point. Like, the people that come to me, it's so humbling. I'm working with the ascended masters, the leaders of tomorrow, the healers. It's very humbling, especially you guys saw that. I used to say I was an awful teacher, right? Like, I just got thrown into this role. And I will be like, I can't teach. You guys remember, I can't teach. Like, are you kidding me? And it's very humbling. That's how I learned. I'm working with all you guys, and it's really kind of crazy. I'm getting pushed into a leader role. Like, you guys should see that, right? I get pushed into this leader role, and I complain a lot. If you guys know me, this is just who I am. So I complain a lot galactically. Trust me. If someone attacks me, I don't respond. Now it's dealt with on a council level, thank God. So I do have more leeway with the things that are going to happen to me now that I took on a council position. It's taken very seriously if someone with the council is facing any kind of free will infringement. Much more serious than the average person, I assure you. So I learned how to teach on everyone around me, and I'm being pushed into a leader position. I don't know, I guess because I'm a clear channel. Whatever it is. I did teach and I did lead in past lives, but the thing is that the people that did that with me don't want to do that now. We learned important karmic lessons about that. Most people should not want to teach now because it has to be done so diplomatically. You could trap yourself here in teaching. A lot of the spiritual teachers will come back here. It's very delicate. Like, I have an understanding of that. That's why I didn't want to teach. I didn't want to lead. But I had it explained to me, all the leaders that are in power now should not be because they want to be. Anyone who wants to be a leader should never be a leader. And I'm always like, I don't want to be. Like I was saying 2 weeks ago to my friend, who's a real good channel too, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this mission anymore half the time. You guys see me quit all the time. Like, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, well, I'm too bad. You have to because you don't want to. Like, that's the real reason. And the thing is that people get really upset when I say that word leader, but that's where a lot of you guys are going to fit into this role. That unfortunately, we need those people here. We need these positions back here. And if you're not noticing, you are leading the people around you. They're gravitating to you. They're repeating back the things you say. I'm asking you guys to use your influence for the positive. You hold more influence over humanity than you can ever imagine as those main grid fractal points now. We have to make better, more conscious, aware decisions right now. We have to understand that our very vibration is affecting all thousands of people connected to you at the least every day. I say that as a very minimal number. You guys could guess you've had more interaction than that energetically. So just your very mood and vibration is affecting thousands of people that are connected to you as a main fractal point on these grids. It's time that we take responsibility for everything that we created here. I'm sick of people playing the victim over everything. We were those perpetrators. We were everything we hated and everything we loved, and it's time that we just elevate past all of that and stop focusing on everything. It's time we heal these things and we move into those spaces of light. I've seen where we end up. I've seen like where we were before we even came here. We already were our 6-dimensional selves. I couldn't tell you the beauty of humanity and the beauty of your soul before you came here, and how these roles were just merely hiding places to keep us safe. We chose fucked up lives on purpose so that people could not see us, so that we could incarnate into these realms safely without being hijacked. Tammy Walker. I'm mostly ranting today so that everyone can get some information. You're working on letting go of fear. How could you not have fear when we destroy ourselves in maybe 5 years at the most? Maybe 3. By tomorrow, it'll probably be 3. Fuck. How could we not have some fear? How could you have a certainty? How can you feel grounded in these places when we've kept blowing ourselves up and just coming back in time and trying to change it? That's how the moon got brought here. They destroyed themselves and they tried to prevent it. Like, it's real common where we're from. We can time travel. The time isn't linear like this. Let go of fear. Ground more. This storm, I'm preparing you. The whole world's going to come unraveled. We're about to hit 6 planets in retrograde. We have eclipses gearing up next month. This month is just a bridge between shift points. I put up a badass astrology article explaining why you're going to feel real ungrounded and you're going to start to come unraveled too at some point. It's only a matter of time. Go ahead and check it out. I posted it on this page. Candy LeMay, amazing, good. I'm about to start stalking you next. Rest and rejuvenate. My boyfriend told me to take the day off and sleep, and I said, you don't understand. I'm sorry. I had a hard time getting up. I was like 3 hours late, right? Thank God I got you guys live. So I was like, you don't understand how much work I have to do every day. Like every day. I know I can take days off, but not during these space storms. But everyone else should be resting more. But the thing is, if you lay around, like I used to, how I learned how to navigate the energies was on my own. I didn't have anyone give me an instruction, spiritual manual. I had to do these things. I learned the hard way and I learned on my own. And then I came to remember things. And I found that if I laid around during these space storms, because you want to. I just want to go back to bed right now. Let's get real. Like, if you're not feeling that, then you have some energy work to do, because I'm real energy sensitive. This energy feels like the consciousness grid sucks today. Sorry. Compared to yesterday, it was like over the top amazing. But when we swing that pendulum too far, there's energetic balances that had to occur. So the consciousness grid is actually weighed down today. I'm not sure what's going on. I just woke up pretty much. It's actually weighed down to a certain extent, I would say, just from all the ungrounded people not handling the space storm and planetary energies. Whatever it is. So let's get real. If I was to go lay around, I would feel worse. If I went back to bed today, I would feel 100 times worse, I assure you. So I would rather get up and channel energy and move around. You guys should be doing yoga, getting out, running, getting exercise. If you are not handling the storm and you're feeling like shit, move around. When you stagnate your energy, it makes you feel a million times worse. We're getting upgraded. You're detoxing from this energy. I told you that this storm will be doing a sweep of your sacral. It's very fitting because humanity is being siphoned energetically, and it's through that chakra that we're being affected. Oh my God, that's a chakra affected by sex. Well, you're being siphoned mainly through your relationships. Go figure. So we're doing a sweep of this chakra with these upgrades, and we're also focusing on communication. You guys should be having much better communication. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to put this stuff into words better. I'll see. But this is what's going on with these upgrades. It's not just a new moon energy hitting us Wednesday. At the same time, we're getting hit with some amazing gifts galactically. We're being gifted with ascension energies that will help us upgrade and help us with what we're doing. It's pretty amazing. Drink a ton of water. Rest. John Drake, amazing. I saw you made it to my Reiki space. Since you're all contracted as healers, you guys should be finding my spaces. I'm surprised you're not, though. I don't promote things. You have to come seek me out. I'm never going to chase people. Even my paid students are going to have to come find me. So, the best way you can find me is through this business page. I'm banned on all other venues. But I am, while my page has been dead for months, I am vibing in my study spaces. I teach classes here on Facebook. I have a group called Sparks of Divine Light Healing, Reiki / Blue Star Study Group. It's a space where I teach. You don't have to have signed up for Reiki or any of my energy healing classes. You can come join this space and you can come learn with us. But at some point, you guys are all going to have to do those attunements. But why don't you guys come find that space? I did this morning, like I put the link on a few of my old videos so you guys would see it. Like maybe I should be putting it out there because I kept on just sending that information to everyone like every day, all day long. I just finally got sick of it. So why don't you guys just come find the spaces. I have 2 groups entitled Sparks of Divine Light Healing. One's a 420 group. One is the Reiki study group. But it's very important I get you guys into these spaces. Because only in seeing you and being around you can I activate you. John, you're an amazing energy healer too. That's why I'm drawing these gifted starseeds to me. We came with abilities. Enough ability to heal this entire planet in a second through healing ourselves. Did you not notice the people that have liberated that you had to heal your parents' cycles? That you had to come heal lessons they could not heal. Because those are lessons you never finished in past lives. So we have to begin our journey by healing those things. But you're an amazing energy worker. You work with light balls. Doesn't surprise me. You have that fairy connection. I always think of like True Blood with the light balls. Like the fairy light balls. Well, there's a lot more reality in television than we might have been led to believe. I don't use light balls. I accidentally discharged one once and I almost killed someone. Like no joke. So I don't personally use them, but they're amazing tools for healing. They're very powerful, like I said. So you have an amazing elemental kind of element, and you work with light balls. Let's see. Jamie Nicole. Truth. You're here for a truth that is not going to be found. Everyone's like, what books do you read? I'm like, oh God, you can't pay me to read a book ever again, sorry. Because I did that, and I learned valuable lessons with all that too, like I keep telling you. Instead of seeking a knowing on Google or YouTube, seek an energetic truth. Meditate, activate your DNA, do these activations. Oh, I gotta throw this out there too, because I keep forgetting to say it. So, my new boyfriend said something about he wanted some psychedelic Reiki, like a joke. Like, he probably thought it's funny to make fun of it, right? Because he doesn't know what chakras are. I'm trying to teach him real quick. While they're real awake politically, I'm trying to teach him. So I said, it's amazing you mentioned that. We really do DMT activations. I'm going to try to do a little YouTube video so people can understand this. It's one of my main things I was just trained in California. It was pretty awesome and amazing to receive this kind of knowledge so I could do these. Because I am someone who has died and come back. Wow, a lot of you guys have had near-death experiences. At the least, you had a lot of trauma. Maybe you were on drugs or alcohol too. That releases DMT in your brain. So this has been a process, a gradual process. And throughout the trauma, And the stress that you had induced, you had DMT released in your pineal gland. Your pineal gland, or your third eye, will regulate your serotonin and your hormones. If you're depressed, you have third eye issues. If your energy is low, you probably have third eye issues too. It regulates a lot of hormones in your body. But it will regulate your feel-good hormones. Your serotonin is what makes you feel really good. So humanity's depressed. Imagine that. We've been infiltrated with chemicals. The people here are not understanding. They have health problems that they need to detox. As awake as they are, they're real opposed to it. Okay, well, metals never leave your body. We're breathing them. You can go ahead and get tunnel vision on vaccines. I'm doing a feed with the Vax guy next. We're big into that. But don't get tunnel vision on the sources. You're being infiltrated from the moment you're born. You're stuck with a vaccine and you've been infiltrated with metals. They never leave the body. If you ever, other than cancer, have had a sickness, it was merely metal toxicity. Packaged up and selling you more metal and garbage. So then you get sick, you go take some pills, and no one looks what's in those pills. I do. Well, it's got magic holding it together. Some black magic and a bunch of like fluoride and bad compounds. And you take more metals and then you get sicker and you die. People are not understanding though that metals weaken the soul. Weaken the soul, your light body weakens and you die. You rapid age and die. That's simple. People did not rapid age like this. We did not start to decompose so young. I'll just put it that way. So we do these DMT activations. I do third eye activations, like I said, but now we're doing DMT activations. I am someone who died, so I had extensive knowledge. Like I have all of the memories from when I died. I died two separate times that I remember. And I'm talking I died for 7 minutes. And that is a point where they don't bring people back. I guess I got sent back to work on my mission, like they were putting me in a body bag, and I woke up on my own. It was really crazy. I have the most profound visions from both times. I definitely crossed over the other realm and came back both times. So I had my entire brain flooded with DMT on crazy levels. Like when they do CAT scans of my mind, like areas light up that is beyond the grasp of science. And that's what DMT does. It activates new neural pathways in your brain that you have yet to be using. So I was given knowledge on how we can activate that DMT now. We can reactivate any natural DMT that's been released in your brain. And real quick, I should have said this. Synthetic DMT is garbage. It will detour you spiritually. Like acid and DMT, they might show you glimpses. There's always going to be that prison that you're not going to get past with those as well, but they're going to have bad and energetic effects on you. Trust me, I had to play with them so I could understand these things recently on the healing capacity. So it's not ever going to be the same. That synthetic compound DMT they're selling you on is much different. Don't think I'm talking about that. It will just hurt you spiritually. It will shut you down. So the natural DMT is much different. It is a doorway for your soul when you die. When you die, your entire brain floods with DMT, and it is how your soul leaves your body and goes to the other realm. It is how you find your way home when you die. You cannot replicate things like that, man-made. You just could never do it. It would be much different. Anything synthetic is bad. We know this. So I had it explained to me because I came back much different. I did not come back the same person. I'm sure my family has hated me ever since. I had it explained to me like a doorway was left open with me. That although my soul came back, that doorway remained open to the other realm. And it took me a long time to grow into that and to understand that and to be able to use that for the Akashic knowledge that I can access now. So just know that we can go ahead and we can reactivate this DMT. I did it with my friends. I'm loving it. Some of the side effects would obviously be astral, out of bodying, being able to access the other realms like a doorway, because like I said, it's a doorway to the other realms. So if you go ahead and reactivate that DMT in your brain, it's going to open doorways for you spiritually. And I'm not talking negative ones, only amazing ones. You think that you see the negative when you die. No. Only love remains when you die. These ego bullshit stays here, trust me. It's only love. It's like, I tell people, when you die, it's like the best dream that you could ever have. You won't want to come back here. Just trust me on that. So there are things that we can do naturally to induce these spiritual states, which are pretty amazing. You guys know I'm about getting high, but natural. Like I do this stuff like the hallucinations and all this stuff, but natural on energy. So there's amazing things we can do. Just be aware that we're doing DMT activations now and past life activations. That's how I got through the magic, was the layers of magic was just with the past life activations that we do. And that's how I got my actual memories back as well. Let's see. Danielle Freshwater. Sacral. Imagine that. That's what we're doing a sweep book with this energy. It's pretty amazing. You guys have galactic assistants that you shut down every day through feeling entitled and feeling like something is owed to you in a basic way. There's so much galactic assistance here, but you have to remember this assistant operates as volunteers. So if you're humble, you'll receive more assistance than if you feel entitled to it. Like in a basic kind of way. Like if you come at me and think I owe you something or I have an obligation to ever talk to you, then you probably won't get very far with me. If you come just trying to chat with me and you act normal, you'll probably get farther. It's the same way on galactic levels. So just know you're being offered a lot of assistance right now. Make sure you guys aren't shutting it down. Be open to receive these energies. We walk around constricted. Oh my God, I need to shield. I need to do this. Oh my God, I might get fucked up energetically. And we walk around shut down. When we're closing ourselves off, we're not going to be very open to receive. I never waylay. I don't protect myself. I figure anyone's crazy if they come try to play energy games with me though. But I'm very open. I think I have to be. If I don't open up, I can't connect with you. So I'm very open to receive any of the energies around me, and I do. Be more open to receive these galactic energies. That's my advice for everyone until Thursday, so that you're integrating them better. Tracy Rayner, hi. Prosperity begins. Let's manifest a world where we go back to how we were. Everyone healthy, happy. We don't have to work on prison planet jobs for food and somewhere to live. Sorry, you're working for basic shit. You can delude yourself all you want because you got a new car or a new house, but it's basic shit to me. That American Dream template is pretty basic. You're going to work 60 years for some basic shit. Let's get back to our original frequencies of abundance. I put out vibes for love and abundance, so that's what I get all the time back. But let's get back to those original places that we brought with us. Because Amelia brought the most beautiful places. Like our Akashic, we couldn't even bring our whole Akashic here. So what we did was we chose like a slideshow of it, of things that would assist our mission now that we could access here. Because remember, we used to be able to just always access this stuff. So we put together this collaboration of knowledge from our past and our future and everything to do with ourselves that we wanted to be able to access here. And she brought the most beautiful realities that we could be creating with us here. Like beautiful, beautiful places of abundance. We have to get back to those realities that we're going to create here. That's why no one's created the new earth. We haven't been able to unlock them. The templates. The Starseeds hold them. You guys have been hijacked and data encrypted. How can we create a new earth when you guys hold the blueprints to these places? And we all brought amazing places that we could bring to these realities. Galactic, beautiful places. Nothing like this. Asperizia, I told you to message me on this business page inbox. I'm just going to stop. This is the last time I'm going to try. Trust me on that. Because I'm so sick of trying to chase people. I can't message anyone first on this business page. So I've told everyone that is my student to reach out to me. Because I had some information for you. Not my loss, yours. We're trying to manifest abundance. And you can connect with the earth to do that. I was talking about how I'm an earth sign. I'm very connected to the earth. I can feel the plants and the trees more than the animals. And I feel the animals deeply. I can usually telepathy them too. Plants hold consciousness. Everything is made of a conscious energy. That's what they meant by saying the rocks are alive in Egypt. On very real levels. So what we can do, if you want to manifest abundance, you can get outside into nature. Reset your vibe that way. We want our frequency to always match up with the Earth's. The problem is the Earth has been hijacked too. Thank God that's how we were allowed to galactically intervene. Thank God they started. Everyone's like, oh God, the chemtrails. Thank God they started spraying. It allowed things to be put on new levels. Trust me on that, because the Earth's free will is being violated. And we know this is a realm of free will, and free will violations are really bad. So in past lives, I used to channel Gaia's energy to heal, and I can't this life. I came here to heal the Earth, to these ley line points. But get outside, connect to nature. I was walking around barefoot in California, and it felt amazing. Sarah Machino, hi. Spiritual union. What else is there? I was joking around to my boyfriend that I always get lured back to teach in these places with promises of love. Come teach, you'll get love. Because I'm allowed to go ahead and live a life here too, right? So I get lured back here with promises of love. Everyone, this gives me the go rant. Everyone thought I was crazy when I just told you that I was coming to the United Kingdom to merge. How about I spoke it into existence and created it? By me saying it every single live video the past 3 months, I created it in a minute, the second I got here. So I told Jessica Grasso that I'm gonna do a video. This is for both you and Sarah. I told her I'm gonna do a video for her because she put a song out in our group, and she said, this is for my future boyfriend this morning. And everyone thinks she's off her rocker in her family. Everyone thought I was completely unraveled and out of my mind when I was talking about these things before they occurred. But on a deep level, do you not know that you're here for love? Because there's nothing else real here. Missions aside, love is what will raise consciousness. I knew that I was going to manifest a love that would be more in alignment with the work I do. And through me, it will uplift our entire consciousness group in totally different levels. We can speak things into existence. So this energy, my foot's falling asleep, sorry. This energy is like an amazing manifesting energy, whether people realize it or not. Like literally until Thursday, we're manifesting. So I have people unraveling that are light workers. Oh my God, I can't handle the energy. Everything's going bad. You're going to create it. You need to get out your pen and paper. I have pen and paper over there. I'm making lists that you wouldn't believe with the people that I'm doing readings for in the next 48 hours. I'm making lists of the things I want. Until Thursday, do not focus on anything you don't want to create. I was talking about my yoga studio I was going to have. It took me 3 years to manifest that. So any bad thoughts you're having now will turn into your reality. It might take time. It could take years, right? It could take a month, whatever it is. Every thought is going to put out a vibration into that continuum, and it doesn't go anywhere but back to you. So we have to focus on what we want right now. If you are on your mission, all I ever had to do is do my work, and everything will go amazing around me. Everything else will just fall into place for me. If you're not on your mission, it's going to affect what you're manifesting and creating. I had someone come to me and say, I lost my job. I lost my house. I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing is working out. Of course not. That job is not in vibrational alignment with you. No prison planet job will be. You're the healers. You brought such magic. Most of you worked in temples and in like beautiful places as healing priestesses. Whatever it was. You think that what? You're going to work at McDonald's here and kill yourself till you die? No. It won't work out. Why do you think things are being stripped away and you're going through all these jobs and roles and everything? If you're not in alignment with your higher self, nothing is going to work out. Anything not in alignment with who your higher self is going to be stripped away. And you're a pure energy source. And you have enough power to heal this entire planet on your own. So anything not in alignment, any of your jobs are just going to not work out. Katie Dowell. And I'm going to get off of here soon. Like, I'm not going to do too many cards here because I just had a group message today. But Katie, positive movement forward. Like I just said, you better retrain your mind. And I thought I had a good grip on it. But come on, let's get real. How many thoughts are you having a day and what are you thinking about? I tend to self-sabotage. I like to think of all the angles, but then I hold on to the negative a lot. Like, well, this could go wrong. Yeah, I know, then it does. So we need to be really positive with this storm energy. Hopefully I'm grounding you with this feed. Like the energy is feeling very grounding to me. And that's how we navigate these storms. I'm really focusing on our heart chakra and grounding today. So hopefully when you get off of here, you guys are a lot more grounded so you can handle these storms. Shelby, amazing. I went late just so I could catch you guys. If I would have gone 4 hours ago, you guys would have been sleeping. So hopefully I have a good audience on here. Use your intuition. Like I said, mine's killer because I use it 24/7. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it'll be. I also came back with some crazy intuition after I died that people could never understand, even asleep, that I had. Like I was trying to explain that. Like I could be driving down the street every day and I'm supposed to turn right to go to school. And instead I would turn left in a minute if my intuition told me that. And I would try to explain that to the people around me. Because I already had that crazy intuition. The second I came back, like I couldn't even describe to you. I came back with my senses a lot different. I'll put it that way. So keep working on your own intuition. Shelby is raising a healer. She's a young girl. And she's in the craziest healer training. And I told her that kid's going to be more powerful than even me. You all should do greater things than I. Because of my contracts that I hold, it limits what I'm allowed to do here. You all are destined for far greater than I. I assure you, that's why I teach. That's why I try to assist. And it's pretty amazing. Just know that little girl is powerful. Lisa Walker, emotional loss. You're working on your heart chakra. You won't believe I did 3 shamanic healing packages yesterday for people. And every one of them had, because I'm all in your cash, I gotta scan you. All 3 of them had heart chakra issues from past lives that are repeating out in the now. If you have not healed your past lives, they will just keep repeating on a cycle. Have you ever noticed that you guys are dealing with similar lessons again and again? Maybe similar relationships, similar lessons coming to you, people that are similar, that you're attracting over and over, and you're not understanding how to break these cycles. There can be a disconnect when we came here without our memories, because we should have been in these places healing and evolving and growing. And we usually come here with all of our memories, so if you had all your memories, you could be healing your past. Well, there's clearly a disconnect in how we heal the past we can't remember. So for anyone working on their heart chakra, if anyone has had death, loss, anything going on, breakups, whatever it is, you may want to do a shamanic healing package on us. I do soul retrieval. We lost so many aspects of ourselves, myself included. When we go through something traumatic, or even something we didn't like as a kid, you could have been picked on in 3rd grade, okay? And you tend to block that out and ignore that memory, you're created a soul split. So we've been fragmented on very real levels. That's why most of humanity has messed up throat chakras. Because we've been fragmented and we're not in alignment with our higher selves. That chakra deals with purification. It would be a gateway to the 5th dimension. And it has less to do with truth and more to do with purification. Well, we're a nation that needs to detox at the least. So we're seeing that chakra being affected a lot as humanity is seeking to purify. Catherine, good morning. En route to your matrix job. Amazing, but she's healing and she's doing her Reiki classes. And all I have to do is sit at my house and put out a vibration for anything. And people will be fast to respond. And I'm paying attention to who are the clear channels and who are picking up on these messages fast. Amelia in a minute, right? Her in a minute. Catherine, probably 2 of the best channels around me. And they're still doing a lot of training. Amazing channels. But I'm so fast to see who's responding. And I'm telling you that my Reiki students are in a minute responding. Because they've been attuned. So they're picking up these galactic vibrations and messages a lot clearer than most. So while you're going to your prison planet job, you're doing an amazing job with your own healing work. And you have to be at that job because you haven't healed yourself, so you're not quite there to heal others. Understand that. But you have a bright future ahead of you with your Reiki and healing. Every one of you guys should. Work on letting go of fear. We have this fear, like I thought I had really, like I said, I healed myself completely. You wouldn't believe the amount of fear that purged out of me getting stuck at ground zero in California, being liable for everything. You wouldn't believe the responsibility I have felt since I left Pennsylvania to go to California for our mission, our entire group, and the people that are learning through me. Let go of fear, ground more. I'm glad you caught me so I could ground you before work. I'm sending out the craziest energy. It's making me real high. You guys can tell I got high off energy. Like, I was trying to explain that. My boyfriend's like, you look real excited. I'm like, I got high as fuck when I'm channeling energy to you guys. It feels insane. Like, the energy that could be generated through these feeds. Like I said, it's a matrix hack. And I have to raise and elevate my vibration as much as I can to go ahead and influence you vibrationally. So it feels kind of crazy to do these. What are you supposed to do? We have to activate ourselves. We have to start to meditate. We need to detox. All the basics, but like I said, you'll have to go back and watch the beginning where I went over the rant if you didn't see it. Maybe you'll have to watch this again. I go ahead and put all my videos every day on YouTube. Facebook sucks. Let's get real. Like, sometimes you can't watch them on replay, whatever it is. Every day, like, I'll get off of here and I'll go ahead and put it on my YouTube channel, Sparks of Divine Light Healing. Maybe you rewatch the beginning of this. I went over what you should do, like, extensively in an hour rant. You stop waiting. Oh my God, we're waiting for what? Space trends to intervene? Okay. You're already being galactically assisted, whether you see it or not. What are you waiting for, Jesus? I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. People will be like, what? I didn't see him in the Akashic. I don't believe in anything I haven't seen with my own eyes anymore. I've seen the history of humanity. I didn't see that guy. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not into it. I'm not waiting for him. I'm just not into those things. I don't know what you're waiting for to get on your missions. It's you who has to do this. This is your reality. You're the only one here. We only have one consciousness. Everything else is an illusion. Probably even me. What are you waiting for? You step into your role and you save the planet. It's easy. Who wouldn't want to save the planet? You can work your prison planet job and you can stay in their false reality, working like a slave till you die. And you'll die soon with all that metal and infiltration. Trust me, you'll die by the time you're 50. You'll probably be dead anyway. You can stay in that fairy tale reality, or you can step out of it and choose to serve and save the planet. And in choosing service, everything will open up for you that was formerly closed. But in order to do that, we heal ourselves and we activate ourselves. I couldn't heal and activate others without activating myself. How do you think I can activate myself? Through the codes I was given. So when I attune you, I'm going to pass on those to you so you can heal. I need everyone to be a Reiki master minimum to work with me. I do teach Reiki. I teach you Psi Reiki. But I need everyone to be a minimum of attuned to Reiki master. I believe this whole planet should be attuned to Reiki master, and my students will go do it for us. All the Reiki masters and, Blue Star Healing masters and, all the energy classes that I'm putting out there, those people will go attune this whole planet to Reiki master. But at the minimum, that's where I need to start with you guys. So there's these ego traps like, oh, I'm a Reiki master. I had to deal with that too when I had to go through my classes, right? Oh, I'm a Reiki master. These ego spiritual traps. At the minimum, I need my students to be a Reiki master to even start to assist and to pass on the galactic attunements that I have to do. So you can activate yourself. You can go ahead and take these classes you need. You can do what you need to do to heal yourself so that you can go out and heal the rest of the planet. Jason Barron, chill as fuck. I'm chill as fuck here. I have created a beautiful world for myself here, but I'm not going to delude myself and think that's reality for everyone. Don't mistake my tone for my vibration. I'm in bliss and nirvana. I'm amazing. I'm going to go ahead and do another feed after this too in my little hidden group. I can't wait. I'm amazing. I live on this energy. I've been resting up for a week and a half for this. I'm ready. I'm ready to work till Thursday and I feel amazing and it's great energy. And a lot of you guys are coming ungrounded and you're going to come find me. I'm doing major energy work, and like I said, if you purchase a reading from me, I will be getting back to you, or if you have yesterday or the day before, I'll be getting back to you within, low battery. I'll be getting back to you within the next 48 hours. I'm doing my site work and I feel amazing and I've manifested these amazing places. My boyfriend's downstairs and he's creating music. So while I'm channeling this crazy energy through the videos, right? And I had my camera out and I was showing him the lights I work with. I work with every color of the rainbow. But I love purples, greens, and blues lately. So I'm showing him on camera the light and the beautiful flame energy I'm bringing into this house. I am the flame. I never needed a partner. I've been yielding that flame the whole time I've been healing. And I've been igniting it in others, and then they're manifesting love. But that is not the twin flame that you've been led to believe. The real flame is an energy. It's not found in a person. It never would be. You could never find that flame energy in a person ever that you're looking for, the twin flame. It is a divine energy that I channel and I work with. I work with all types of energies. Clearly the Akashic. I'm working with galactic space storm energies right now. But I mainly love that flame energy. That's why twin flame was my most popular and still is keyword search on my website. So while my boyfriend is going to be downstairs making music all day, I'm going to be up here working, and he's channeling this crazy energy out into the downstairs of this house. Like, I was picking it up on camera, and like our entire living room was like bright purple on camera. It was so awesome because as he's creating, that's a way of channeling. Like, a lot of you guys aren't realizing that you have to get creative. You're going to have to unplug from your jobs, and you're going to have to create new ones that you create on your own. Like, and it's pretty amazing. That's what I did. I have a job that I love, that I can use to assist humanity, and I've unplugged from that Prison Planet program. And that's what I seek to do with everyone around me. So he's channeling into the arts. Anytime that you're writing, creating, making music, creating crafts, mandala bracelets, whatever you guys do. You came here with creative gifts. It is a form of channeling. It puts you in the now. When we meditate, it puts us in the now. So when I'm channeling right now, I'm really in the now. I couldn't get more in the now than this moment. It is my way of creative art, I was telling him. Like how he makes music, this is my way of making art. I can go ahead and make a video, throw it on YouTube, and it will exist forever. It's a channeling, and it's no different him making music than me channeling spiritual energy. So this house is full of like the most amazing spiritual energy right now. And I've manifested worlds of peace. I know I was visiting realities in California that were not my own, hence why I hated it. I felt like I was in like just these awful containment programs. I got shoved right in. Like the second I got attacked spiritually, you wouldn't believe the attack. A lot of you guys might have witnessed it. Where like 57 people simultaneously rose up against me that were mostly my friends and my followers and around me. It was a targeted attack from the dark side simultaneously when I was perceived to be at my weakest to take me out. Like legit, they wanted me dead and on the street the second I reached California. Like no joke, it was really crazy to go through. So I got shoved in a prison containment program the second I arrived there. On crazy levels, and it was almost impossible for me to escape from, even with my spiritual adeptness. It was very, very serious. So when I am not visiting these prison program realities that are not my own, I create these beautiful spaces of peace and zen and nirvana, like real chilled out. But I'm not going to delude myself into thinking that's where humanity is, and that's where everyone is. But like I said, your world is going to be a reflection of what's going on. It wasn't meant to be taken as a literal mirror. That's like the worst analogy. Like I had to quit my own movements because my friends, like if I had a bad day, or no, my friend would come call me like some type of name and project on me because I'm a shaman. People tend to project their pain, their darkness on me. So I have my own friends would like project their bullshit on me. And if I called them out, they would be like, oh, it's a mirror, it's you. Yeah. It's a mirror. Go work on yourself. Okay, that worked for me when I was a spiritual novice, but at a certain point I healed myself and began to discern that maybe people have their own garbage and their own drama, and it actually isn't from me. But your reality is going to be a reflection of how you're internalizing things. That's how that was twisted and distorted. So it's more like if you're seeing chaos, like if you're having people tell you to fuck off in traffic, or you're having people scream at you at your job, then you need to go meditate. Your internal state or your soul space is going to be reflected in your reality. So I'm usually a real zened out. Other than my bitching at my students and the light workers on a daily basis to step into your roles and to step up. It's pretty amazing, Jason. Erica Elizabeth, you better have chills. You should feel what I feel. You should feel what I feel doing these feeds. I just told my boyfriend, like, I don't want to go on feed. And he's like, why? And I'm like, listen, Just listen. I don't like going on camera, number one. And he's like, well, you should get used to it. I was like, well, it's 3 years into it. I should be used to it, right? But it's a very intense energy that I'm channeling and working with. And you guys should feel this. Not everyone could. The kids in my house that were learning with me in Ground Zero, the mom told me she didn't learn anything. Of course not. I was there to teach her kids. I was there to teach the one kid, and she learned a lot. It's cool. But that was the only one that could feel my energy. I was very shocked that my Reiki students couldn't feel it there, that I had there. I wasn't surprised, but the children could feel my energy on crazy levels. She would feel me, like, she would come over to me, and you can feel this energy pulsing through my whole body on crazy levels because it's channeling out to a couple thousand people right now. And it's pretty insane and crazy to work with, so I'm glad that you can feel it. That tells me, Erica, that you're at a good place as an energy healer. Thank God you can feel it. Can we awaken everyone else? I know we think we're awake. I'm trying to awaken myself, and it's working. I'm coming to more and more lucidity every day. Can we really awaken? Not this false, the MK Ultra wore off. Can we come to lucidity? So things are going to happen rapidly. I'm going to keep putting out my energy and galactic vibrations to help assist, because it's going to awaken you to deeper truths. And I know it's not popular, the things I'm saying. I'm going against the grain of the very communities that I built. My own friends hate me on a daily basis. It's cool. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to save the planet. But things are going to happen rapidly. Go look at that astrology report. You guys will die. Like, I just posted it last night on this page. Go look at my article about unlocking the Starseeds, because that's for you. And go look at my astrology article I just posted. It's really crazy. So things are about to happen rapidly. Like, we're just starting to feel the energies hitting us, and we're not going to have much of a break until after these eclipses next month. So go read this article. It's for you. The best thing we can do is stay grounded. Hence the earth element being channeled to you now. Kelly Jacobs with I. Harmony. We're going to come into more and more harmony with ourselves. And that's how we come into harmony with humanity. We're not going to do that by getting along better in our relationships. We're going to come into harmony with ourselves energetically. And everything else will fall into place, like our personal relationships. Work on your own energy. That's the key. That's all you can do, and it will change everything about your reality. Christina Farnham, hello. I'm trying to stay on a minute. I don't know how long I've been on it, probably too long. We're trying to take back our power. And like I said, it's a fucked up joke when they tell you to go within. Yes, we should be meditating, but it's funny. Like, all these new age philosophies are real funny to someone. Like, it's cute, right? Just keep going within. You need to meditate more. That's not how we access our power. We need to remember who we are and what we brought. Only in-depth understanding my own Akashic could I understand my role here. While I was already on my mission for 3 years doing these activations and doing my work, I needed a more in-depth understanding of myself and humanity so I could better assist. We're not going to step into our power until you have your actual memories back and who you are decoded. My phone's acting crazy. It must be time to get off. I want to see who's on here. I'm going to let you guys go on this note, but listen, I'm going to say it again. The cards that I do here are much differently. I'm seeking to send out energetic vibrations and to activate you through these feeds. I've been doing a heart chakra activation on you. This week I'll be doing those. So I'm seeking to activate you. The Akashic work I do is much different. I go into your past lives and future probabilities and things like that. If you didn't get a card, it's real easy to hit my site up. I'll track you down and find you. Be patient. It could take me a couple hours or whatever it is. I do come find everyone. Let me see. Use this energy until Thursday to be activating and healing yourself. It's the most amazing energy for it. A lot of you guys are going to feel guided. I recommend our shamanic healing package so that we can heal your past lives, soul splits. Any type of our activations are amazing. People are asking me, which ones would you do? I've done them all. They're amazing. I personally like the DMT activation. I like the third eye activation. I like the DNA activation a lot and past life ones, but you guys can check them out. There's all different kinds. I offer all types of energy healing classes, including Blue Star healing, Syrian healing, Pleiadian attunements, all sorts of stuff. Check our site out. There's a search bar at the top where you guys can search for a lot of different topics. Like if you put in like Kundalini, chakras, whatever, a lot of information will pull up. It took me a few years to put a lot of that information up there. Make sure you guys follow this page as well. It is my only page I have access to at the moment. And I'll be back again live tomorrow. Love and light.